Right. I think we're good. That's
Got no icon city branding. It's terrible.
Look at that. And look at me, look.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
See?
I appreciate that.
I got that in specially.
Did you? I'm so sorry. And the Elgato light behind you. Very good.
And the cup. I've got a cup as well.
Oh, I've got the old
and the sticker.
I've got the new ones behind me, by the way. It's all ready to be powered. Now, don't get excited because it's in the stream. It's a Stream Deck Plus box. It's in.
Okay.
Your new mug. When it arrives,
it's not from Elgato.
You'll go. He sent me a Stream Deck Plus. That's nice. Happy Christmas. No, when you open it, your mug will be in there with your logo on the back.
Nice.
And
Thank
the
you.
partner thing on it. So,
but this is worth more, though.
That's the OG.
Yeah, this is the OG. You can't get any more OG than that.
The OG.
Right. I think. Are we live now? Are we?
Yes. We're good to go. 58 seconds in.
All right. Okay. Coach Craves in. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the very last Unofficial Elgato podcast. This is the review of what's come out from Elgato the past year. So we're with the legendary James Icon City. How you doing, James?
I'm very well, thank you, Gaz. What a year!
Good. I know, it's been good.
In fact, we've just left. I mean, we'll probably touch on this, but we've just had the most awesome Elgato Christmas present, haven't we, by having the Black Friday event. It was so good.
There is some good stuff there.
Stuff, mate. Just bought too much stuff. I should have shares in Elgato now. Look, see this mic? Why don't you have a black one that just works right next to it?
And I got the black one.
There it is. Look. So that was a one. And look, before we continue, look what came today.
Oh, is that the LP?
It's the LP
the Pro.
It's the Pro, yeah. So this has got the gas in it. So this came again. They didn't send it me. It's just me spending my hard-earned money. Wish they'd give it to me. So I waited for this. Now, obviously, this is the white one, of course. Now I'm using the low-profile one right now, which I love. But this has this gasket in, and I didn't realize since I started streaming, Gaz, as you know, I'm starting streaming now. So that's going to be open. How much I move this mic around. I move it around in a crazy amount. And when I saw the Pro with the gasket, and I was going, that makes perfect sense. Like, you haven't got those adjustment knobs on it that you have to, in case anybody's listening who doesn't know this, it doesn't have the little knobs to twist it. So you're not trying to tighten up all the time, and I think it's such a good idea, and you only really get the idea when you've used a mic arm, previously. Does that make sense? Like you understand the reasons why they've done that and why it's called the Pro. So I can't comment on how good it is yet because I've not took it out of the box because I've had a busy day putting up wave panels. Hooray!
And testing audio.
Yeah, testing audio till the cows come in. So much audio to test. But anyway, yes, year in review, mate. What a great year Elgato had.
It's been good, but it's gone so quick.
Oh, mate, turn around, touch the ground. What's the date today? It's at the 5th.
It's the 5th
of December already. And we're like, I mean, when I spoke to you about doing this, it was kind of like, well, you spoke to me about doing it. And I said, was it the year in review? And he was like, God, yeah, it is.
It's gone so quick. I didn't realise.
But I think what year they've had, really.
Yeah.
I think if we look at our little sort of list of what's come out, not bad year.
At all.
And I know we spoke about this before on the previous podcast that we did, but I think we feel like they filled in a lot of gaps this year. They started to take their products and then start to give them categories, like proper categories, as opposed to there's only one webcam, there's only one, overhead mic arm, a low profile arm, etc. They actually really went all in on actually creating categories for the first time, and I think it was like such a cool maneuver.
Yeah,
and within those categories, they've started to even make what you call the low range stuff better. I think they just did such a good job of that. And they even went to high end as well, which we'll talk about all that. But where should we start? What should we look at? So,
let's have a look. What about if we start with what we've been playing lately? Black Ops 6, the collab.
Yeah,
start with
amazing. Well, obviously that's probably one of the latest stuff. We haven't got a chronological order for
No,
this sort of stuff.
not really.
But it's fine because obviously it's all relevant. It's everything that came out this year, and yeah, what a great thing. They actually pulled out the big guns and went. And we know how big the Call of Duty franchise is. It's huge,
it's massive.
Let's just see if I can... So this was obviously you've got that one.
You got that one.
Yeah, the Call of Duty collaboration with the Wave 3, and you've used this. I mean, this is still in my box.
I've used it.
It's not because I don't want to use it. I will use it, and
it's a shame to take it out of the box, though.
It is, but I think these things are designed to use. This is a great move. Then they went with the and then we had the Stream Deck. Call of Duty Stream Deck. There it is. There.
That's nice.
Again, very nice. It's still in the box. I am unboxing all these, by the way, at some point. So I'm going to do like a proper big unboxing of all my Stream Decks. We've got this one. And last year they had the Starfield one, which I've got that one. We've also got the Pit Boy one as well from the Vault-Tec.
I like that one.
Yeah, but yeah, as the years gone on, I think the collaborations on the actual merchandise is really good, and it looks nice as well.
Yeah, it does.
It looks.
I think they've done a good job on it.
Yeah, like I said, it's to get them on your product. To get the word Call of Duty on your products, let's make no mistake, Call of Duty, one of the biggest games of the year, and it is every year consistently. Must have been a huge undertaking, and I think it just looks great. Everything they brought out there looks fantastic. So yeah, good on them, and here's to more brilliant collaborations. I think I'm looking forward to what comes next. Really,
Fortnite. I wonder if they'll do Fortnite.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
That might be a good one.
Yeah. I mean, remember the whole baby blue Wave 3 and the pink Wave 3.
Oh yeah.
We've seen what colours they can do within those. It's really interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So yeah, Black Ops 6 collaboration I think was really cool. In fact, they did do the Vault-Tec this year as well. It was this year, wasn't it?
I think that was just after Christmas, or was it mid this year? I think.
Yeah, it's straight. Like I said, this year's just been insane. Let's have a look. So let's talk about two products they updated. I think was the Lightstrip Pro and the Facecam Mark II.
Yeah.
So these two products existed before, but they were kind of a lesser product, and that's not taking anything away from the products. They were great products. They just made them better. I think the Lightstrip Pro ended up having a better refresh rate so that the LEDs didn't flicker on screen. Am I right in saying that?
I think there was what did you say then? Flicker. Yeah, I think they got that on the old lights, but they've improved it, and you can also adjust it so you can make it do like blue lights flashing, or do your own effects on the lights on the Pro.
Oh, okay.
You can use on your Elgato app.
Yeah, I did.
Download.
Again, I'll be absolutely transparent. I owned the previous versions, and because I was actually mixing it in with Govee and a bit of Nanoleaf, it just became a lot to try and organize. And I think, don't get me wrong, they do a great job at trying to do it. Of course, they're very sticky as well. It's got the good sticky back stuff on there, and you can cut them to size as well, which is great. And as I said, if you look at the advertising, they've got them going around the wave panels, which make them look really, really good. So yeah, they obviously just improved it. I mean, it's £50, which again is kind of reasonable for what they're offering. With the Lightstrip Pro. Do you have any Lightstrip Pros, Gaz, or is it?
No, I've only got the normal light strips going around the wave panels.
Yeah, I'm sure they increased the amount of LEDs in it, or what's it called? The shade colors.
Yes,
I think they increased. The shades of color as opposed to just yellow that could go through quite a few different versions of that. So that was interesting. I wasn't expecting that at all, really.
I wasn't
to update it, because the LEDs are LEDs, really, but they've obviously made it better, and also the control box looks better as well. Looks more refined.
Yeah.
Let's just turn my phone off because that's ever so annoying. Let's just get rid of those notifications. I do apologize. Let's do that. And what we got next? So we got the the Face Cam Mark II. Just wow. What a brilliant device.
So if anybody's not sure, the MK2 is like the upgrade to this one, the face cam. This was like the very first face cam they brought out.
Yeah.
And the Mark, you just take that out and
and the Mark II is very much have you got the chat on, Gaz? Oh yeah, there it is.
Yes.
I can see you all now. Hello, Coaster Cave. Crave. Sorry. Looks high quality. I would like a Fortnite one, said Coaster Crave. Yeah, thanks for coming in, buddy. Yeah, the Mark II face cam is really interesting because it's kind of like a shorter version of the Facecam Pro 4K, right? And you're right. I own two original face cams, which I've used to put around the office. So I'm using the Facecam Pro 4K right now. That's what you'll see me on. But otherwise, around the office, I've actually got just normal Facecam. In fact, I could probably just show people if I just change my camera for a second, they can see the other Facecam in action. So I know it's a podcast, but if you're viewing it, you can actually see there. It looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's just using like just the first face cam, not the MK2. So
yeah, this
the
MK2
will look nice as well.
Yeah, it looked better. The contrast rate would be better. The white balance would be better. So yeah, absolutely. But as you can see, the Mark I is brilliant. So to have the number 2 would even be better. And there you go, back to me. But yeah, what a great thing! Again, 149 quid. You know, it's a worthy upgrade, and it looks like it fits now with the product range.
100%.
You haven't got one then, Gaz? No,
I haven't got that. I've got that. Obviously, I got the Neo Cam, and I've got the Facecam Pro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll have to buy some more.
Yes. So after that, yeah, I think the Mark II is like. The reason why I have 2 Mark I's was because a friend was selling them, and they were like they were brand new, basically in their box. They were brand new, so I ended up buying both of them for the room, basically. Otherwise, I wouldn't have shadow a doubt have bought the Mark IIs. 100% I would have done, but the Mark I's are great. So if you can't quite stretch to the Mark II, and we'll talk about the Neo in a minute, but they are great secondhand. You can find yourself a real bargain with the Mark I's because they are still a really good camera. Right, so that's that done then. So we spoke about the Black Ops, we spoke about Light Strip, Facecam Mark II. So I think really we should talk about the Neo range, because that's obviously one of the biggest things, really.
Yeah, that was
because we weren't expecting that, were we?
No, we wasn't.
We was not expecting that at all, was we? You know, there's very few companies you can come into that would just quite literally bring in a whole new product range. So, as some of you know, James from Icon City, we make icons for the Elgato Stream Deck, and we do work with Elgato. I'm not a partner, but I'm what they call a maker. So I work with Elgato, and they sent me the Stream Deck Neo beforehand. I've thrown it all my boxes now, so I can't show you. So I did get hold of a Stream Deck Neo before they were released, and they said, "What do you think of this? You know, what's your thoughts on it?" The biggest thing, that's great. The biggest thing you notice straight away is they didn't go with the packaging that they were used to using, which was the blue boxes. They went with this. Fantastic, isn't it? And even the shape.
Set it up now.
Yeah, even the shape grows on you. You know, the actual rounded shape of it all. Yeah, it's such a pretty thing. It really is. And the idea is they just came in. So I guess the story is that I was sent that, and I was only sent that with the kind of proviso. What do you think of it? Could you design a few things for it, etc., icons and stuff? So I went ahead and did that. And when I think it was 4 days before the product was going to go live, that everybody was going to see the Stream Deck Neo, they suddenly said to me, "Oh, by the way, it's not just one thing; it's actually like 5." And I was like, "What?" And it was I was blown away, Gaz. Absolutely blown away by Neo. Yeah, it's five individual things, and I was just blown away because I wasn't expecting to see all of these things. Yeah, coast to coast. Yeah, I couldn't recommend it more yet. It's such a great thing. Because, like I said, how often do you get to like announce a whole new, lineup of products that are geared towards the first time streamer in your life?
Yeah.
If people wanted to start streaming, here's some good quality stuff that's going to get you up and running. It's all going to work straight out the box. I think it's great. I absolutely think it's great. So they brought out the Game Capture Neo, the Face Cam Neo, the Wave Neo, the Stream Deck Neo, and a Keylight Neo, and it was all finished in this.
That is the mic as well.
Yeah, and they even went to let you change the pop shield, didn't they, on top?
Yeah, I think I can remember how you do it. Can you do it? I think you could change it to like pink, blue, white, black, grey.
I think the green one as well, isn't there, somewhere?
Oh, there you go. Ta-da!
Oh, nice. That's the first time I've actually seen it. Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it? And the idea, and don't break it, Gaz.
My phone was above it then, and this is a heavy bass.
It's a very heavy bass. And of course, the idea is that when you was on mute, that LED on the front turned red. So it was kind of obvious that when the mic was on and when it was off. And again, all those things are really important when you're a first-time streamer because you need to know those things. That when you first start, you need to have that visual cue that it's on or off. And I think that's such a wise idea when people go, I've never streamed before. This is my first real good mic. It's a condenser USB mic. So it doesn't need any sort of breakout box. And what a product. What a product. I still haven't seen one to hold. I've seen all
you haven't actually seen one?
No, I've not seen one to hold either. So, like, I read everything about them, when they came up. I was like, okay, and that's the first one I've seen with the pop shield off. So, it looks great. I know you did use it, didn't you, Gaz?
I did use it, yeah. Yeah, I have used it, but I just like these.
Right.
I like the Wave XLR, but I was sent the Wave mic, the face cam, and the Stream Deck. But I could have had all of them, but at the time, I was having trouble with like USB ports.
Yeah,
that's why I haven't set up that Stream Deck Neo yet. Because I was waiting for everything to come in. But now I've got the something that we're going to talk about after has come, and I've set it up. I can now set up the Stream Deck Neo.
Yeah, like I said, what an amazing! It blew my mind that they're going. It isn't just that. We've actually got this light, and we've got this camera, and we've got this capture card. And I was like, this is incredible because for the first time, Elgato was basically putting a hand out to everybody who wanted to be a streamer and going, here it is. Here's the gear that you're going to need to get off and running. And what can I say? Just what a move. What an absolute move.
I think they've done a good job.
They did a good job. And I've just noticed on the website, because I haven't looked at the Neo stuff since, to be honest with you, as it's not geared towards me. We're more sort of pro end, if you like, now. Well, now I'm
not being ignorant, by the way. I'm just sharing the stream out.
Hey, that's absolutely fine. You carry on, mate. It's like pushing it out. Is they've got something called the Creator Bundle now, which I've just found out on the website. Just doing a bit of a perusal here. And the Creator Bundle is £399, and you get all 5 of those products. So that's obviously the camera, the mic, the key light, the capture card, and the Stream Deck as well for £390. So you're saving £100 if you were to buy all those things at the same time. And actually what they've done is they've then dropped it down to 4 items for £324, saving about £50. And then they've just got their Look Good, Sound Good package, which is just the camera, the light, and the key light for £249. Then just the Look Good bundle for £179. So it's nice to see that if you do want to buy more than one, you can actually save money by creating a bundle there, which is brilliant. And like I said, I'm blown away with it, really. I'm blown away that they just came in with that range. So when you look at cameras now, you're looking at basically Stream Deck Neo camera, the Mark II camera, then the 4K XLR camera, 4K Pro camera. So there's 3 cameras now that they have, which is brilliant. If you think really, there's actually 5 because the Mark I as well is still around.
Yeah.
But to buy from them, they've got 3 cameras now, which is great. Oh yeah, Silver the Midnight Wolf's in.
Oh,
Silver the Night Wolf's in. Hello, welcome in. Coaster Crave's in. Good to see you. So I think, what a roundup that was. And
it was good.
it was so nice to see a new Stream Deck as well. For me, that was like, obviously being in the business I'm in, it was like, it's good to see another Stream Deck being brought out for people to use. It's only 8 buttons. But if you look at Stream Deck Plus is also 8 buttons. It's just got the dials and the LCD strip on it. That's extra, really. But so if you want like 8 buttons and they're good pushy buttons, they feel good, they look good, the quality's good. We're very well, thank you, the Silver Night Wolf. How are you? Thanks for popping in to see us today. I think the products are really good. And like I said, it kind of negates you looking anywhere now for any of your streamer stuff. They've got something starter, mid-range, and then high-end.
Just having a look. How much was the camera?
Is it 120, I think?
Is it 120?
Oh, no, it's £99. $99.99.
Oh, so it's less than 100.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Which is great. It's got the privacy filter on the top. And again, excuse me, like the mic with the LED on the front, it's all about making sure that when you're new to this, that if the camera's on, you know it's on, and you can just move that privacy filter across. We obviously don't have that on the Pro version. But the same the mic, because those are the things you're looking for, is to turn the mic off quickly and easily, or mute the mic quickly and easily, and also to make sure the camera's off when it says it's off. So all those things are really well thought out designs. And of course, it was the first time they used their eco-friendly packaging, which were kind of touched on originally, that they came away from the blue boxes that Elgato are known for, and then went for this really biodegradable, no plastic in any of their stuff. You know what it's like when you open something up, the first thing you do is when you pull the box apart, it's wrapped in plastic straight away.
Yeah.
And I think we talked to like J-Fest, weren't we, about this? Julian,
yeah.
Who's kind of like the main guy at Elgato, really. And he was like really proud that the team had come up with this sort of like, yeah, we just didn't want to see any plastic in any of our products now. So removing that was really cool. So really brave of them this year to bring out a whole new product category, but it just makes them look great now. In the streaming side of things, Elgato do look good, and they've just made such a name for themselves. And they're everywhere. They were at TwitchCon this year, had a massive stand at TwitchCon. People get some hands on. And I think even last year we said, Gaz, that at the stuff they had to sell at that point, they could have opened a store in a shopping centre.
Could have done. They'd have been sold out.
Yeah, they could have opened an Elgato store and it could have been sold out. And now they have 5 new products. Even more so, they could open a store. Even more so. And it's so good to see them at Twitch, and have like people get into hands-on tests with all the stuff, because they always do a good job at allowing people to come and play and look at the cameras and record stuff. So it was just great.
But have you noticed something? They actually showed an Excel prompter, but they haven't mentioned it since. So I wonder if that's coming out next year. You remember?
Well,
I mean, it was tweeted, so everybody knows about it, but
yeah, I think I'm not sure whether June just took a photograph of somebody's big prompter that he had.
and he's just enlarged it.
And it looked massive. So the Neo range, hats off to him, brilliant. A really shrewd move as a business to bring a product category that's all aimed at getting people into streaming and making that price point interesting, affordable, and giving people, I guess it's like, I've met plenty of people just gone in hard with this stuff. They just bought the best camera, the best mic, and then they give up after like 2 months and going, it's not for me. They've spent all that money. This way they can go in Neo and buy it, and actually, it's a great intro into how all that stuff works. Primarily, it's easy setup, and it gets people out with not throwing a huge amount of money at like you could do.
Yeah.
So, well, after that then. So, I mean, what is it you've got of them? You've got the camera, you've got the mic, you've got
camera, mic, and Stream Deck.
So, what happened to the capture card? Did they not send you that then?
No, I didn't ask for it because I didn't have enough USB ports for it at the time.
Okay, so I'll just to differentiate the difference here between me and Gaz. Gaz actually is a partner, aren't you, Gaz?
Yes.
So he's a partner. So I don't know how that works. I'm not an Elgato partner. But for anybody who's watching this on the 5th of December 2024, they've just put out a whole announcement. They're looking, or partnerships are now open with Elgato, which is kind of cool. And they've got a new head of partnerships as well. I think his name's Lorenzo. I forget.
Miguel.
Miguel.
Miguel. I think it's Miguel.
And the idea, if you go to Twitter and just look up Elgato, you'll see there's a link now you can follow through to become an Elgato partner, which is quite cool. So I've applied, everybody. I've applied. So we'll see what happens. And if anybody wants to know what that actually looks like, there's obviously an online form. You put your name, email address in, and then it just says, like, it's so cool. It just says, tell us about you. Like, tell us about you, which I think is so nice. And it gives you this big, long box to fill in. And obviously, I just put, hey, I'm James. This is what I do. This is my passion. This is what I own of Elgato. Why I want to be a partner. And then you fill that box out, then you press next, and it just says, tell us about your social media. So it lets you link Twitter, X, your Twitch channel. It lets you link your Facebook, your YouTube,
TikTok.
and your TikTok, yeah. And then it actually collates all the numbers from all those platforms, then gives you a final number at the top of the screen, which I thought was interesting. So my final number was about 5,800 in total.
Yeah,
of followers, if you like, or people who are interested in that. And what I'd say to anybody is, don't let that be a reason why you don't want to be a partner, because you can be a partner for many reasons. And you don't even have to be a streamer. You could be a creator, a video editor or a music designer. It's not.
You could be a chef as well.
Yeah, there's so much we want people to take their stuff and actually use it. And I would say, don't let any of that put you off. In fact, I told a few friends this, and it was so good because they did come back to me and say, "Okay, I've just applied." On the back of what you said, I've just applied, because some of my friends have just got like about 1,000 followers or just under. And they were like, they won't want to hear from me. I'm just like, I haven't got many followers. It's not about that. It's about watching you grow as a creator, a content creator. So I would sort of implore anybody that, in that first box that you've got, it says, tell us about you, is just be as open as you can and as much about you as you can. You might not own any Elgato stuff at all. This might be like, I want to be partner because I'd love to get my hands on that sort of technology. I mean, Gaz, you know more about actually getting the stuff. Are you able to tell us what that looks like?
I don't know if I can say how it works.
Okay, interesting. Okay. So we won't push that then if you're not sure. You didn't read your T's and C's in Gaz when you started up.
T's and C's, yeah.
Yeah, just sign it. Just sign it. I don't care.
Sign it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send you stuff. Great, fantastic. See you later.
But they do send you stuff, but I don't know how much I can say, really.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, look, let's not push that narrative. It's fine. But all I want to do is let people know that it's actually out and about as of December 5th, 2024. And it's, if you see that link, go ahead. Heavy no more. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hey, dudes.
Hey, Heavy's an ambassador, Elgato ambassador.
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
Right.
And what's the difference between the two? Can you tell us that, Gaz?
A partner gets a link, and an ambassador gets a link but a discount code.
Well, there you go.
There's obviously more to it than being a partner and an ambassador, obviously, right. But I know ambassadors, they get a link and they get like 5 or 10% off if people use that link.
Oh yeah, because this is one thing you don't see as many money off coupons.
No. Not very often.
You just don't see it, do you? Which is why I kind of mentioned when we first started about the amazing Black Friday deals they had on. It was just insane.
Some good prices.
I mean, example, the Wave panels behind me, £109 for a box. And they were £69, which it was just like, oh my God. I have never seen the Wave panels ever come away from £109. They just never were. So to see them at 69 quid and push that through to Amazon as well and to Scan. They had Scan on a few of their products as well. You could buy it from Amazon Scan or direct from Elgato, which I thought was really interesting as well.
I've heard of Scan.
Yeah, Scan Computer's been around forever. And quite literally, that's where I got this from. The mic. So over in the corner, we got the sim rig.
Yeah.
And the idea was I've now moved the high profile arm, the big tall overhead arm.
Yeah.
This is attached to it now, so I'll be able to stream from my sim rig coming very soon.
Ooh.
This cost me £52. 52 quid. And this is obviously in case you're wondering what I'm holding up there. That's the Wave. The Wave DX. It's fantastic. So I've got my white one here, which I use for my streamer purposes. What you hear me from now. So I've just got the black version to go over with the sim rig in the corner. So when we get that set up, we're ready to go. I just couldn't give it up on that price. 50 odd quid.
Yeah, that was a good price.
When is it 109 to buy?
Something like that, yeah.
So Heavy No More said 5% off.
5% off.
You get a 5% off. Yeah.
Still good though.
It's great. Well, like I said, we know it's good gear, Gaz. We use it day in, day out. You know I use the Stream Decks all the time. I'm pushing these buttons, moving these dials all the time, moving my mic arm all the time, screaming into my mic. They're brilliant. It's all good stuff.
It's like when you're streaming as well. Every few seconds, you touch it, and then you move, and then you touch it.
Yeah,
and you move and you touch it.
I mean, as you know, I've only been streaming for about sort of 7 weeks now.
Yeah.
And the amount of movement, I never realized how much I was going to touch the mic. So, and that's why it's important to have something that's good, sturdy, that's not going to vibrate, make noise and stuff. Which is why I've invested in a pro arm, because I think there's value in having a good mic arm, 100%. So that's that little bit done anyway. So if you want to be a partner for Elgato, sign up is available now. Go to their website or checkx.com and find out from there, otherwise known as Twitter, and full links into there. So I think the biggest surprise, in fact, actually, let's just talk about the Capture 4K-X, which which I bought. I actually bought it. Goodness, they've had all my money this year, haven't they? Cases I'm back. I am skint now. I'm banned from spending any more money on Elgato stuff. Do you know what? True story. I decided that if I'm going to become a streamer, with obviously on the caveat that I've got a business based around Elgato anyway, that I couldn't do this without Elgato. I thought I may as well just go in for the 4KX. And the simplicity of setting that up was mind blowing. Remember, I've never done this before. So yes, I've done a podcast with you guys, and I'm used to speaking. I was a trainer for Apple for nearly 10 years. So on stage talking to hundreds of people at a time, that's all great. But suddenly it's just me in my office talking to a web camera. It's a little bit different. But actually, the 4KX capture card was just like the obvious choice. If you're gonna go into it and you've got that budget to get into it, I forget how much it was, 220, I think, for the capture card.
For the 4KX, yeah.
Yeah, it's got HDMI in, HDMI out, and then a USB-C. It couldn't be simple. There's a little light on the front, and it worked like that. It was so easy to set up. Again, thanks to Elgato software, it's so good. And the results have been, well, speak for themselves. Everybody, I stream on TikTok and on Twitch at the same time. I multi-stream, but on TikTok especially, people say to me, "Oh my God, your camera's so good. Your feed is really good. What is it you use?" And I say, "Oh, look, I'm using the capture card for the actual video game part, and the cameras their 4K one." And it's like, yeah, it looks great. Heavy No More says, Elgato is great. I love talking Elgato products. Yes, Heavy No More. It's superb, isn't it?
Yeah, he loves Elgato. He's a proper Elgato fan as well.
He said I was told I didn't need any more key lights, and the instructions weren't not that clear, so I bought one anyway, and bought another one. Yeah, it's like, I mean, as you know, through Icon City, we actually gave away a Wave XLR, and TS Villa won it, didn't he?
Yes.
Tom. So we actually gave one of these away, and in hindsight, I should have kept it. But Tom was like, "Mate, it's just," he said, "I sound as good as I look now," and he loves this as well. You know, he had some sort of snowball mic or whatever before, so he's got one of these now. And like you said, wouldn't go back. They're just fantastic, which made sense that I bought one again for the motion rig over there. But what a brilliant product! They just work, don't they?
Can't believe we've got 8 lights.
8 lights.
1, 2, 3. I got 4. I got that ring light. That ring light behind me.
Yeah.
Got that. I got the air. I got like the spotlight. That I call the spotlight, and I've got the mini light.
Yeah, I've got left and right key light, which you can obviously pick up from, and then I've got the mini light, which is lovely. But the difference with that, look, when I'm off, it's crazy. The difference is quite literally night and day. They are that good, and paired with the Stream Deck Plus or the Stream Deck, being able to change those levels on the fly as easy as that, and also be confident they're going to be able to switch back on.
Yeah,
because when you switch a light off, especially if it's a smart light, it might take a little bit of time for it to come back on. And lighting, Heavy No More, 100%. Lighting makes a huge difference to this. Like I said, without it, I know if you're listening to the podcast, you want to see it, but visually, if anyone's watching this, you can see straight on my stream. It's night and day. There's the right one, and there's the left one. Huge difference. So 100%. The Capture 4K-X for me was a no-brainer. I want to start streaming. I want to go in big. Obviously, because it's through the business, I got the capital to buy it, and it did not disappoint. I know, Gaz, you were using the HD60 or something prior to this.
Yeah, the internal one.
And you had better knowledge of how to stream before I came on board with this. But I've got to say, it made the whole process 10 times easier. And to look at it, it's just a little piece of plastic. When you take out the box, it's a bit underwhelming because you kind of look at it going, I just spent nearly 200 quid on this. And it's a box about so big.
It's like the size of a wallet, isn't it?
It's like a wallet with an in, out, and a USB-C on it. You're thinking, what have I just bought? Why is this so much money? And when you plug it in and you go, oh, I see now. Like, this is really good. And obviously, you plug your PlayStation to it, PlayStation, iPad. I mean, anything with a HDMI will go into it, and it's just phenomenal piece of kit. So that was the Capture 4K-X. So you want to capture anything out of your any one of your devices and start to stream, just do it. It's an amazing piece of kit. But they've got something called the HD60, which is again the lower one of that. Again, when we're talking about like price ranges, they've just got all these levels, and I love that you can pick which level seems right for you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to overspend. But some of us are just stupid, aren't we? We just want it to look good, and they do look good. They do look good.
Well, wait. Heavy has just sent me a video as well of like the lighting. I don't know if you'll be able to see it though.
So this is Heavy No More in the chat.
Yeah, and that's his light. I don't know if you can. Oh no, well, just people on Twitter. That's his light. Lovely, isn't it? I don't know if you can actually see properly though on camera.
Yeah. If he's got 6 lights, was it 8? Sorry,
8.
I'm not saying any. So anybody who's watching this, if you look at Neo range, they just come with 1 light, and 1 light is better than no light. So you can look great because obviously it's got like the goes yellow, doesn't it, and blue. It's got little filters on it, so they look great. Yeah, if you use them in different areas, I get that. When we look at doing the motion rig over there, we're gonna have to look at lighting for that as well. Yeah, for B-roll, absolutely makes perfect sense. Yeah, to have more than what Depends how big your space is, really, isn't it? This is why the Neo stuff's interesting, because it actually sits on top of your monitor. So it's really easy to sort of mount and get that lighting working straight out of the box. But when you start looking at all the other lighting they do, they come with stands.
Yeah.
And is it the 1/4-inch screw as well? So you can screw them to different things as well. Excuse me. So that was new. That was new. That was
the only thing I find about the ring lights, right, is if you're close to it, when you're videoing, you've like got 2 white circles in your glasses.
Yes, you've got ring guys.
Yeah, ring guys. Yeah,
you've got ring guys.
Weird. Yeah. So it's probably best to use them sort of like away from you rather than close. That's why I've kept mine on the stand. So when I do videos, it's not like right on top of me. It's like a bit of a distance away.
Yeah, you want it to be lit up, but you don't have those big circles.
Yeah.
I mean, like when they do like pictures to models, when they look into the lens, they like that big white aura, because it makes the pupils kind of like, pop.
Negan Gaming is in. Negan Gaming, he's the one that won the prompter in the charity stream.
Oh, did he? Good lad! Wow, what a present!
He won.
I bet he's loving that. That is for was it 10 quid a ticket?
Yeah, 10 quid a ticket.
Wow. Well done, Negan. What a prize for £10. Yeah, the prompter was the successful thing last year. We spoke a lot about that last year.
Yeah.
I mean, we both have one, don't we? Both got a prompter. Again, I had to buy mine. Somebody got given one. I won't moan because you're a partner. I'm not a partner. That's fine.
I was just lucky to get this one from Julian.
Yeah, I mean, we know they had a lot of trouble shipping out the prompter last year, didn't they? Had a huge game trying to get it out.
It was like proper popular.
So popular. People were like, hang a minute, a prompter, like a what? Like, how come this is a thing? Like, that's such a good idea. And you just couldn't get them, could you? I was lucky, but when it landed on the website, I was 4 minutes, I think. I was on it within 4 minutes, and it was like, yeah, you're going to get it in like 3 days. And then it was just like sold out for weeks. And I remember people sort of contacting Julian on their Twitter, just going, when's my order coming, or when they're coming back in stock? And he had to keep telling people, they're on the way. We know it's been popular. And I just think it outsold demand, really. And in the Black Friday thing, it's incredible. You're getting the prompter, you're getting the Keylight Mini, the hot shoe.
Yeah,
all in. What crazy! The hot
or under 200 quid just on its own, which is still good.
What an absolute bargain! If you can wait till next year, folks, for the amazing deals they had. But it was shocking how well they went. They went hard this Black Friday. They went in hard. If we would have thought about it, we should have done a podcast really just on Black Friday, because I think Gaz, for next year at least, the minute they do it, we need to do a podcast on it and talk about each of the products, because we're lucky. We own a lot of them now. We could talk about them at length, and that's really important to people if they listen to this podcast and want to know about this sort of stuff, or from the chat room. Obviously these people have got it.
Yeah.
Heavy No More says, prompter's great. Negan says he's looking forward to getting his prompter. Yeah, cool. I think people want to know, is it worth the money, and why is it worth the money? And that we know why it's worth the money, because it just works. There's nothing worse than plugging something in a computer and it doesn't work. And you're like, is it me? Is it the drivers? Is it the software? All those things you have to do when you plug a new device into your computer. If it's Elgato's on it, mate, you've got no problems. It's just going to work.
No. What was your first Elgato product? I know you may have said, but I can't remember.
Stream Deck Mark 1.
Oh, was it? With a faceplate?
That horrible built. I say it's horrible. It had the
wow.
it had the stand on it.
Yeah.
And it was like a horrible little cage that it just didn't. It was really. It felt a bit cheap. It didn't feel great.
Yeah.
Because it sat on this little stand, and the stand was kind of like a skeletal stand. It wasn't a substantial stand for the Stream Deck to sit on. But up until that point, I'd never really heard of them, Elgato at all. But I'd been on sort of Facebook Marketplace when Facebook Marketplace like first started, and I'd seen somebody selling this thing. I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Like Elgato, I'm sure I've heard of Elgato before, and I was really like, oh, and I think I paid like 60 quid, and at the time they were going for like 100 plus. And then within minutes of having it, it was like, yep, I love it, I love it, I love it. I need to get a 32 XL version straight away. And within like days, I'd bought a 32, and it was just like, boom, slab of icons. It was like, boom, it made this little 15 key rickety Mark 1 look awful. It was so amazing. And yeah, yours was your capture card, wasn't it, Gaz?
Yes. Yeah. I was using a Hauppauge. Have you heard of Hauppauge?
Or Hauppauge?
Is that what it is? Is that what it say?
I've heard people call it Hauppauge before now. Hauppauge, yeah. Hauppauge. I think it's probably
sounds more posh.
Sounds more posh. Depends which part of the country you're from, everybody.
And I got it from Maplins.
Oh, Maplins! Oh my god, that's how old it is. Maplins, what year was this?
God.
How far is that?
My dad was here then, so it's got to be 5 years or more, 5+ years.
Yeah, well, mine. In fact, mine was 3.5 years ago. My first Elgato product was 3.5 years ago. That's when I started the business. Near enough. So probably more like 4 years. I think I had the Mark 1. And when the Mark 2 come out, it was just like it's like they everything they learned about the 32 key XL Stream Deck. They just made it a 15 key that looked just like it but smaller. So the stand could come off the back. The USB on the back could be removed. Yeah. On the Mark 1, it was all part of the device. Oh, it was awful. It was. I may say it's awful now because we have better products. Do you know what I mean? But at the time, it's like the best thing. Oh, no idea, Coaster Cave. He's going to try and sideline us with DJI talk.
The Pocket 3, of what you think of it. Have you heard of it? Pocket 3, I think that's the one with the flick screen.
Yeah, the little wand thing. Yeah. Well, because I've got an iPhone 16, that's what I've got. One of them. This is the DJI.
Oh, yeah.
So the reason for that is the reason why I bought this was because it made sense because I've already got a blooming good camera in my backpack, haven't I? My iPhone 16. It's amazing. So being mobile, and this has got the have you seen this, Gaz? I showed you this. So you send it down on there. Or you can hello. Look at us taking our kit out. It's been that long since I've used this. I don't know how to open it out. I'm going to break it, aren't I? If people are wondering what we're doing now, we're bringing out our DJI products now, aren't we? How on earth?
/DJI podcast.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And the reason for this, guys, is because, like I said, the Pocket is a great thing because it says what it is. You can drop it into your pocket and bring it out, and it's got that little screen on it. It flips around. Oh, the battery's still in there. That's still working. Look, perfect. And the DJI Pocket is brilliant because it is that device. But my thinking was, it's just another camera I've got to sort of like set up and get working. Sounds like your battery's working as well, Gaz.
Yeah, it's just loading up. I need to put it detects the phone. So that's why it's not doing anything.
It's got the weight, isn't it? The weight thing.
Yeah.
And we bought this because I was going to WASD, which is WASAD, which was their indie games festival in London. And I went and recorded a bunch of people, and I just needed something to quickly pull out and buy. So, yeah, that's the reason why I own this, really, is because I was doing lots of sort of capturing, and it works so well on the day. This is a brilliant piece of kit. I guess we could talk about it because Elgato don't make anything like this. So it's a great bit of tech.
Something they could make.
Yeah, well, I guess that what brings it to the conversation really is about what they could be doing next year. But before we go there, Gaz, hopefully that helps my friend Coaster Crave. Thank you. It's all right, off topic, he says, but it's worth chatting. Yeah, so I love the Pocket. It's a great idea, but my thinking was I could save a bit of money by making. Okay, I've got this amazing thing called an iPhone in my pocket. I'd be mad not to. I'd be mad not to take advantage of that technology. It's in my pocket already. I'm going to break this. I've forgotten how to. There you go. I've done it. Okay, it's back in. But yes, DJI. When it comes to those little devices for catching video on the go, amazing. Absolutely brilliant. Love that. And of course, USB-C, so easy up. But yeah, and obviously the color I chose was as close to white as I could get. So yeah, great gadget. So the last thing I think we've got on the list really is the very controversial Stream Deck Studio.
Ooh, yeah.
And I had to do some research on this because I knew nothing about this. So this was probably the last product really that they released.
Yep.
Out for 2020.
And obviously, I have not got this in my setup. I'd love to.
No. I've seen a few people with it.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks ridiculous, really. I'm not sure whether they've been given them by Elgato and go use it. Because the biggest thing you realise with the Stream Deck Studio is it's nearly 900 quid for a start, or 800 pounds. So let's get that out of the box. Here we go. Stream Deck Studio.
It's like they've just shoved loads of Stream Decks in this box.
Yeah. And it's not really aimed at us, really. It's aimed at, and we did speak about this on the last podcast, really. So I had to do a lot of research on this. It was like, what? So first of all, it's not really aimed at us, mere mortals who probably may podcast on a low level, who don't have big studios to run and don't have lots of graphics and extra cameras and lighting to have to control. This is geared towards, because it's still got 32 keys on it. If I'm not mistaken, that's 32 keys, isn't it? That it's got.
Let's have a look.
But the idea is it's made to sit in some sort of racking. It's the last Elgato product I need, says Heavy Minimal. I know. Yeah, it's very much for commercial use because it's got rack-mounted brackets on the side of it. And also, it's got an NFC reader on it. And the idea is that once you set this up, you can give people permission to access the controls, because the last thing you want is to walk away from your desk, especially if you're controlling a whole bunch of cameras and lighting rigs for a live event, and then you go away to go and get a coffee and you come back and you realize somebody's been jabbing the buttons away. So it has an NFC card to unlock the interface, which brings me onto the software, because the software isn't even Elgato software that runs this. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
It's not theirs, yeah. It's by this company called BitFocus Software. And I think they kind of do like a demo version for you to try it out. And then it's basically I think it's going to cost you about £10 a month to actually run this again.
Oh, so it's like a subscription.
Yeah, because the complexity of what you've got here, it isn't just a panel of those buttons. Those dials on the side allow you to quickly cycle through hundreds of icons really, really quickly. So those panels you see on the side, they do it. I've not seen one in person, but I've seen them demonstrate it at live events and stuff, and it is pretty awesome. Again, I'd struggle to try and get this into my into my rig. I don't think I'd even try. If you notice also, Gaz, the buttons aren't square like on Stream Deck. They're actually like rectangular. So the icons that we create at Icon City would have to redo. Otherwise, it'll look awesome. Do you notice
more like rectangular, aren't they?
Yeah, they're rectangular. They're obviously the same sort of awesome sort of touch feeling, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But also, you'll see it's got NFC reader thing on the left-hand side again, so you can give access to people in using it. It's obviously made for networks as well, so it's all network software on there. Like I said, it's a hell of a piece of kit. And when they released it, we all kind of went like, oh. We didn't really know what to think of it, really. It's a bit like, okay. But it's obviously got the ability to plug in a Stream Deck directly into the front of it as well, which is quite cool. But yeah, what a system. So yeah, individuals $9 a month, which should be about 10 quid. Light $39, Pro $100, and Enterprise. Let's talk. It says. So yeah, this isn't something you just buy on the back of. Wow, icon pack was really nice. Thank you, Heavy No More. Appreciate that. This is for commercial use. So you basically this would be making your job easier because you've got a job using it. I had a quick look at the software, and it's basically like web based. So you have to go to like the whole 192.168.2.1, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
To access the interface to make it work. And there's some good stuff online if you want to know more about this product and you are into I would say proper like commercial, so TV studios, lighting rigs in big concert events, that sort of stuff. This would seem, fit for the bill. And at probably, what is it, 900 quid, it would seem quite cheap as well for what it has, for its usability. I've got a friend, by the way, who actually does do outdoor commercial audio stuff. And he uses 3 XL Stream Decks, 3 of them.
Ooh, no.
Which is a lot of buttons. It's a lot of buttons. And he uses 3 of them. He says, yeah, we couldn't do it without it because we can colorize all the buttons to do what they want, name the buttons really quickly and easily on the fly. And basically, he does like the football events. So when you go and see Aston Villa, whatever, they come in with these big flight cases, and it sort of handles all the speakers around the sort of the football ground. And he will do all the mixing for the microphones for the after events and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what he does. And he said, oh yeah, Stream Decks, we use them for that. He said, then what's great about them is you just chuck them in the box when we finish with them. They're so hardy and hard wearing. That's but this is more, like I said, more for studio. You're gonna.
Yeah,
it won't be an outdoor thing. They sit in the studio, but yeah, it was a big shock when it came out because everybody said, "Oh, are you really excited for it?" I went, "I'm not really excited about that product at all. It's not. It's not for me." And it would look ridiculous in and I don't want to spend £10 a month on something that I don't need to spend £10 a month on. You know what I mean? The 32 XL does more than enough than I need, really. It's a great product. So yeah, that's the whole product range really for the year. So we had the Neo range, which was huge, the Capture 4K-X, the Facecam Mark II, the Mic Arm Pro, which, if anybody's just joined, I've got it out before. It's here. We don't know enough about this product because we both don't have one, but there it is.
The white one. That's the white one, though, isn't it?
It is the white one. The differential that I can't see it because my address is on the other side, but there's a white sticker on it that says white version. Yeah, it says white version. So on the next podcast, I will let you know what we think of the Pro Wave Mic. Well, they're calling it Mic Arm Pro. It's available in white or black.
Yeah.
I will be able to give you a good sort of review on it when we talk next time because I love my low profile one I've got here. I think it's great, but having that gasket on it should be interesting.
Well, I'm using my low profile for my prompter.
Yeah,
that's where I've got it on now.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome as well, isn't it? So we had the mic. Oh, we didn't talk about the Wave mic stand.
Oh, I was gonna try and get that. Yeah, it's just an heavy base with just a thing on it, just for the Wave DX.
Or iPad.
Yeah, or iPad, or probably the prompter.
Or the prompter.
Whether it's to be sturdy enough. I want two more.
To be honest with you,
2 more.
Do you have Heavy No More? Do you have the Wave mic stand? We're just waiting for it to reply. Yeah, I would love the Wave mic. We spoke about this last podcast. And we're hoping that they were going to send them to us, but we didn't get one, unfortunately.
No,
they're £59 normally. They were £49 during the Black Friday event that's just happened, and I was tempted, but I will get one. They don't do it in white; they do it in black only, which is a shame. So I'll wait until they decide to do it in a white version. Because the minute I buy it in black, guess what? J-Fest will be waving a white one at me going, should have waited. So yeah, if you've ever like, you know what it's like, guys. You can go on eBay and Amazon and buy a cheap iPad stand or a mic stand. You could buy them really easily, and they're like anything from sort of 14 quid up to sort of 50 quid. Well, Elgato just went, let's make this great. So they put a nice big heavy base on the bottom, and they just made it to fit everything from the prompter to iPad to the microphone, the Wave XL. Yeah, XR, Wave XR. And it's £59, but we've not had one, but they don't do it in black, so they need to sort themselves out before I buy one.
Oh, Heavy's oh my god, Heavy hasn't got one yet.
Okay, I do plan on getting one. Me too. I plan on getting one. I'm going to use it in my living room setup. Nice. So that was that. So the Micon Pro we could talk about next time because I'll be able to give you a proper my thoughts on it. Hopefully, I'm going to love it. I've just had such a mad day today. I wanted to have a use of it today, but I think a day's use wouldn't have been fair. I think I want to use it for a good month first. So we spoke about Lightship Pro, and of course talked about a Black Ops 6 collab. So what again, Gaz? What a year, really! Look at those products. And if you think about it, the Neo range was 5 products on its own. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sort of physical products. 12 if you talk about the collaboration between sort of Black Ops there. But
pretty impressive.
It's a pretty impressive lineup for the year, which leads us nicely onto maybe what's coming next year. I'm conscious we're now running an hour in, but it's next year's going to be interesting. How are we going to build on what we've got, really?
I want to know now.
And well, of course we want to know now, and hindsight's a great thing. But remember, we've got some amazing games coming out next year, which the collaborations could well and truly be coming to us. Although, remember, Grand Theft Auto 6 is scheduled for sort of September next year, which is without doubt the game of the year when it drops. If it does drop next year, we were due a trailer number 2 for Grand Theft Auto 6 any time really, and it's not shown its face as of the 5th of December. So we could be going into January with a new trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, which would get the hype train well and truly running when it comes to gaming. For me personally, the highlight of next year when it comes to gaming is a brilliant game. It's just left my brain. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That's what it is.
From PlayOn.
Yes, and I cannot wait. The first game, if you've not seen it or played it, is probably one of the most awesome games I've played it in my life. It's an amazing game. Kingdom Come Deliverance is just fantastic. You're a blacksmith's son. His parents were terribly killed, and you go on to avenge his family, and you're just a simple blacksmith son who has no sword skills, very little money, and just sort of orphan child, and you start the adventure. It's just fantastic. I won't spoil any more than that. It's just incredible. So yeah, number 2's due to land February 4th, and everything just points at like just looking to be the game of the year if it wasn't for hopefully Grand Theft Auto coming to see its throne. I mean, if I was a game developer, I'd be really scared about next year, about what I was releasing and when I was releasing it, because you've got Q4 scheduled for Grand Theft Auto 6. We may see something, I think, in January to get us all salivating. But I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed it to 2026. I wouldn't be surprised, but you know, only they'll let us know, really.
I'm gonna get it though. Definitely get it.
Interesting. On the back of that, I watched a brilliant interview with the guy who played Arthur in Red Dead Redemption 2, and he spent 5 years under NDA doing the voice acting for Arthur Morgan.
Oh, no.
So that's how much speech he actually had to record. And he couldn't tell his family what he was doing. His family knew that he was just he got a job in a computer game. And every year that passed, they went, "Are you still working for that computer?" Yeah. What game? I can't tell you. Imagine holding your tongue for 5 years.
5 years.
Knowing that you've recorded all these amazing lines that Arthur Morgan says in Red Dead Redemption 2. And you put that into where we are now, where we know Grand Theft Auto 6 has been in development for, wow,
4 years.
Since the last one.
Yeah, number 5. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Have a look. I'm interested in that. So Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be crafted and crafted and crafted and crafted until it's right. But as a game developer, like I said, I'd be a bit scared about next year about when I was talking about releasing games, because if it's anywhere near that time, you haven't got a hope in hell's chance. the world will be playing that game. And of course, it'll be PlayStation and Xbox initially, and then PC to follow, maybe 2026. That's what they're saying at the moment. But so when it comes to Elgato, I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next year. Because as far as I can see, I'll probably end up eating my words. But they've just got some great stuff out right now.
Yeah.
And I am super happy to recommend everything that I've bought to people. There's nothing I hate. There's nothing I don't like. There's nothing I think can be improved on. It for me, everything works beautifully. Obviously, we know Elgato is a sister company from Corsair, and Corsair recently have just bought the whole of the Fanatec business, which is the people who make all the sim gear, for example. Here's the Fanatec shifter. Have a look at this. This is just beautifully crafted. This weighs a ton, by the way. This is their shifter, and it's a H box and a what's the other word? Sequential. So come here and just listen to that. They ain't mucking about, mate. If you'd get hit with this, it would hurt. So Fanatec are now part of Corsair.
I got this one as well.
Oh my word! So that's a Logitech one, isn't it?
Is
that Logitech?
Is it? Oh, Thrustmaster.
Thrustmaster, yeah. So this is my high end to your low end. I'm sorry, Gaz, I win automatically. And also, you should be showing it on a Corsair Elgato.
Oh, that's true.
No, we're not. We can talk about whatever we want. We're not under what's it. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting that Corsair, who were part of Elgato, have bought Fanatec out. So not only do they now own all this product range, but they own all the steering wheels, they own all the bases, and also they've got their actual full sim rig as well.
Looks nice.
We're going to see some amazing stuff, and I love that they're keeping the Fanatec name, because this name is synonymous with quality products within the sim industry. I love it. I've got their steering wheel, I've got their Porsche Cup wheel, I've got the direct drive, which is PlayStation 5 compatible. I think it's like 9 Newton meters of torque on it. It's incredible. And I'm so happy that again, Corsair stroke Elgato have kind of bought into that niche of sim racing. It's so interesting. I'm so pleased that they have it. And they're already working on great new products for it as well, such as the handbrake. So I don't know what Elgato will do next year. I mean, I guess what would we like to see?
Well, I've always said like a chair. Like a nice embroidered. I know it's nothing technical, but I just like a nice Elgato chair with like the embroidered logo on it.
But I think because the Corsair is part of that already.
Oh, they've already done it though, haven't they?
They've got a chair already, so it's kind of a market they probably wouldn't go into. To be fair with you, Gaz, I hear what you're saying, and Elgato chair would be great. I'm going to practically not even sit on this Secret Labs one, but this is a comfy chair. But it's interesting what will come next year. Who knows? Do you know what I do hope? And I think you probably all agree. Heavy No More will agree with this, and Coaster Crave as well. Wouldn't it be great if we had all the software in one window?
Yeah.
So we didn't have Wavelink. We didn't have. I understand why it's separate at the moment because of the Mac and PC compatibility thing. But wouldn't it be great to have the camera, the Wavelink, the capture card,
control center,
the control center, all into one piece of software, As you know, I built this streaming PC to enable me to stream on a separate PC and like take all the weight off the main computer. And just realizing that I had to download all of those things, it was like, oh my god! So the wavelength, the camera capture software, the camera software, the lighting software, and then you kind of like click on each installer and going through the terms and conditions. I'm thinking, yeah, this is a real fail, isn't it? This should just be one piece of software now. So hopefully we might see that next year. A control center for all of Elgato stuff.
Fingers crossed.
That for me. That would be good. A new Stream Deck. Who knows? Who knows? But for me, I'm happy with what I've got.
I am actually.
I had the version Elgato has the Elgato Marketplace in one shop for everything.
I remember when I first started, I just had a laptop, a monitor, a Logitech C920 webcam.
Yeah.
And like probably, I can't remember what mic it was, but I just had a standard mic. And now I've got this.
Yeah.
It's mad.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if we see different coloured wave panels.
I don't know. Orange, blue, black, yellow, green.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought was interesting with the Pop Shield thing on the Neo range. The colours they chose, it was all like pastel colours that they chose for those. Stream Deck and XL. I would love one. Vision, I mean. Sorry, autocorrect.
Stream Deck XL.
Right, so that's it, I think. Our year in review. It's been great. Elgato, well and truly, give us a product range to actually talk about, which is lovely. They give us something to talk about, which is nice. They kept us on our feet with the Neo range. We didn't see that coming. That was lovely. The Stream Deck Studio was like, oh my god, what is this? Not for us, but really
everybody
cool.
Got excited for it though, didn't they? I thought,
it's just great that they were branching out into proper pro stuff. So when it comes to predictions, we don't really have any, do we? I think, do we, Gaz? Do we have a prediction for next year? I think our wish list is more of a prediction, but
well, we mentioned like a keyboard with a Stream Deck in it, but that's already been done.
Yeah.
Chair.
Yeah, a bigger prompter with vertical content, says the Heavy No More. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I've currently, again, 7 weeks, as I said, into my streaming, but I've just got this 27-inch monitor in portrait mode, and it's just amazing. It's just crazy good. But I understand that people probably might not have the space for that. To have that as part of their setup, which the prompter makes a perfectly good example of why a prompter works in that instance. But yeah, bigger prompter, yeah, I get it. That'd be a good thing to have.
Especially now everybody's getting into TikTok.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with TikTok. TikTok's crazy. TikTok is crazy town. For anybody who wants to get into it, I would hardly sort of say to people, if you're into streaming, is definitely give TikTok a look, because the platform, it's pretty awesome.
And it's fun.
And there's lots of people on it. So I got 4,250 people in. I think it took me about 5.5 weeks.
Yeah.
So nearly 1,000 people like every week. And Twitch is still on nearly 300, and I've been there for the longest amount of time. And it's a bit slower. The uptake is a lot slower. So yeah, if you think about streaming, think about TikTok 100%. Remember, you can always chop your clips up and distribute it amongst the platforms anyway, so nothing's ever lost. Get on it, everybody. Get on it. All right, and Gaz?
Heavy uses his prompter vertically.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Harris Hellier, is it? Harris Heller?
Oh, yeah, Harris, yeah.
He took his prompter apart, and he just took the actual screen and put it on its into portrait mode and has it on a bracket.
I'd be scared to touch it.
Wow.
I wouldn't touch it.
The guy's fantastic. What can we say? We love him. All right, Gaz. Well, Icon City does a great job with shortcuts on stream. Yes, yes. For anybody who doesn't know, we just produced our 132nd icon pack, and of course, we work with Elgato. So if you go to Marketplace on Elgato, you'll find our stuff on there. And we just recently completed Microsoft Flight Sim 24. Over 1,000 icons in that icon pack. Wow!
Is that with the light and dark mode?
We just changed the contrast a bit higher. We did think about light and dark mode, but we just basically took the initial contrast and we upped it massively due to some feedback we had. So now you've got over 1,000 icons in the Flight Sim pack. And Farming Sim 25, we just released that. Nearly 500 icons in there. Farming Sim 25 is revolutionary. It's a whole new ball game now. If you're into farming, get Farming Sim 25 if you haven't already. It's an amazing game, and our icon pack fully supports that as well. And yeah, it's been great. So that's my little advert for me. But
yeah, I did get Farming Sim, but I haven't installed it.
You haven't installed it?
No.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Got some little stuff with it. But I had the the one with the lock.
Oh yes, the key turning one. You've not installed that yet.
I haven't installed it yet.
You've been busy.
Still all in the box. No, it's still in there.
Do you realise how long people have been waiting for that game?
Cable.
Farm Sim 22 was out previously to that. Farm Sim 19.
Yeah, Farming Sim 26 might be out by the time I've installed this.
Yeah, I think you best get on that. Yeah, so we continue to push that envelope and make our icons look great. But again, all our icons are available on Elgato Marketplace as well. So do have a look. So hopefully next time I see you, I'll be able to tell you about the Mic Arm Pro and whether I'm an Elgato partner. I have to wait and see. It's all very exciting.
Exciting times.
But what about you, Gaz? You just on TikTok streaming and
TikTok, YouTube. I don't know whether to bother with Twitch. I don't know. Twitch
is what I call the slow burner. And if I've got any advice for anybody in this, I know I've not been doing it long, but I'll take the advice that somebody else gave me was make sure you're on at least 2 platforms and be very good at those 2 platforms. Pick 2 and be very good at 2. Don't spread yourself too far because you want to keep those chats concentrated. You don't want to miss a comment. You never know who's going to come into your chat logs. And but just be very good at 2 platforms. And remember, anything you do on those 2 platforms, you can chop up and distribute anywhere else. So don't. So remember, none of it's costing you anything either to be any part of those. But just concentrate. So for me, it's Twitch and for TikTok. But for some people, it's TikTok and YouTube and obviously you've got Kick in there as well. So just pick 2 that you feel comfortable with and go with it. Absolutely smash it. Because if one decides to go, you've still got the other one to fall back on. I've been streaming for 5 years. Twitch takes a long time. Yeah. People on Twitch like to get involved. They like to get to know you. And then they'll invest in your subscriptions and your bits and all that sort of stuff that comes with it. Okay, buddy. So I'm gonna try and get a quick game of Call of Duty in.
You gonna stream it?
No.
I
might do. I know. TikTok's not being very nice to me at the moment. Gaz, it's been an absolute pleasure. Good to see you. Thank you for everyone in the chat, for Coast to Crave and for Heavy No More. Nice chatting to you, Heavy No More.
Maybe and thank you everybody for watching the podcast as well.
Yeah, it's been a great year, and these go up and as a source of info for everybody to jump on and contact us. But Coast to Crave as well. Thank you so much for coming in. Negan Gaming, absolutely can't wait for you to get all your prompter. You're gonna absolutely love that. Yeah. So here's to 2025. We'll see you in 2025. See what Elgato have got up this sleeve. And yeah,
it's exciting.
Gonna be exciting, I'm sure. Who knows?
Oh, see how it goes. Thank you, everybody. You're absolute legends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, go and check out IconCity.com on TikTok for James and IconCity.com for the website. So if you've got a Stream Deck, go and check out the icon packs. Use A to Z 10% off. Sorry.
Oh,
I did put that in. Yeah. Like, subscribe, and all that. And yeah, I will catch you all later, everybody. Thanks again. Merry Christmas as well to everybody.
Indeed.
Hope you all have a good one and a happy New Year.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Is it end stream?